A love-filled journey. Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have something very special for you. Story about love. Love is something that can change your life in ways you never expect. I remember the first time I saw her. It was a normal day, but something about that moment was different. I was walking down the street when I saw her standing near a coffee shop. She smiled at me, and I felt something new. It was a feeling I had never felt before. I didn't know who she was, but I couldn't stop thinking about her. I went home that day, but she was still on my mind. I kept asking myself, what is this feeling? The next day, I went back to the same ST. I wanted to see her again, and there she was, just like before. This time I didn't wait. I walked up to her and said, "Hi, I'm John. What's your name?" She smiled and said, "I'm Emily." I was happy to meet her. We began talking, and I felt something special. We talked about simple things like our favorite music and hobbies. It was easy to talk to her. We laughed a lot. I felt very comfortable around her. After we said goodbye, I couldn't stop thinking about our conversation. I wanted to see her again, and I knew I had to try. So, the next day, I sent her a message. I told her I had a great time and asked if she wanted to meet again. She said yes. I was so happy. We met again, and this time we talked even more. We shared our stories, our dreams, and our hopes. The more we talked, the stronger my feelings became. I realized that love was something I had never experienced before. It was powerful and beautiful. I began to understand that love could change everything. It was changing my life, and I was ready for whatever would come next. I felt a connection with Emily that I had never felt before. It felt like we were meant to meet. I knew this was just the beginning of something special, and I was excited to see where this love would take me. I couldn't stop thinking about Emily. Every day, I wondered when I would see her again. I sent her a message asking if she wanted to meet. She replied quickly. Yes, I was so happy. The next day, I picked her up to go out. I was nervous but excited at the same time. When she came outside, she looked beautiful. My heart beat faster. We went to a small restaurant for dinner. We sat down and started talking right away. We talked about many things like music and movies. It felt so easy to talk to her. I laughed a lot, and she laughed too. I felt comfortable around her, and I didn't want the night to end. After dinner, we decided to take a walk. The air was cool, and the park was peaceful. We talked about our families and dreams. It was amazing how we could share so much with each other. When it was time to say goodbye, I didn't want to leave her. I wanted to stay with her forever, but I had to go. We hugged, and I promised to call her soon. That night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about her all the time. I was so excited for the future. I knew that this was the beginning of something special. The next few days went by quickly. I saw Emily again, and we spent more time together. We went to the movies, walked in the park, and shared many moments. Every time I saw her, I felt like I was falling deeper in love. She made me happy in ways I couldn't explain. I knew I wanted to be with her forever. As our relationship grew, I started to realize how much love could change everything. It made me see life in a new way. I felt more confident, more alive, and more hopeful about the future. I was no longer just thinking about myself. I was thinking about her and about us. It felt like we were building something beautiful together. Our relationship was growing stronger each day. Every time I saw Emily, I felt more and more connected to her. We shared so many special moments together. Sometimes we would sit in the park and talk for hours. Other times we would go on long walks and simply enjoy each other's company. Each moment with her felt perfect. I began to realize that this was real love. It was the kind of love I had only heard about in stories, but now I was living it. I started to make changes in my life because of her. I wanted to be a better person for her. I started paying more attention to the little things. I listened to her more carefully and thought about her needs. I wanted her to be happy, and I wanted to show her that I cared. Every day, I looked for ways to make her smile. It felt amazing to see her happy. One evening, we went to a beautiful lake outside the city. The sun was setting and the sky was full of colors. It was one of the most beautiful sights I had ever seen. We sat on the grass and watched the sunset together. I looked at Emily, and in that moment, I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. I told her how much I loved her, and she smiled the sweetest smile. It was the best moment of my life. After that day, everything seemed even more perfect. We were so happy together. Our love made me feel like I could do anything. I was ready to face any challenge because I knew we would face it together. Emily made me feel strong, and I wanted to be the best partner I could be. I didn't want to let her go, and I promised myself I would never take her for granted. As the days passed, I knew that our love was something special. We were building something strong, something that would last. I looked forward to every new day with her, and I couldn't wait to see what the future would bring. I knew that whatever happened, our love would guide us through. Our love was growing stronger every day. We spent a lot of time together, and each moment felt special. I started to think about our future. I knew that I wanted Emily in my life forever. I began to plan things for us. We talked about traveling together, seeing new places, and making memories. I could see the future with her, and it made me feel excited and happy. One weekend, we decided to go on a small trip to the mountains. The weather was perfect, and we spent the whole day hiking. The view from the top was amazing. We sat there for a long time, just looking at the beautiful landscape. It was peaceful and quiet. We talked about our dreams and our plans. I felt like we were in the perfect place, just enjoying each other's company. As we spent more time together, I realized how much I had changed. Before I met Emily, I was unsure about many things in life, but now I felt confident and full of hope. She made me believe in myself, and I felt stronger because of her love. I wanted to be the best man for her, and I was willing to work hard to make our relationship even better. One night, I surprised Emily with a dinner at her favorite restaurant. I wanted to show her how much she meant to me. She was so happy, and her smile made everything feel perfect. I told her how much I loved her and how grateful I was for everything. That night, I knew that our love was real, and I was ready to face whatever came next with her by my side. As time went on, I realized how much Emily had changed my life. I became a better person because of her love and support. Every day, I felt more and more grateful to have her by my side. We were building something strong, something that felt like it would last forever. We continued to make plans together, and we talked about the future more often. It made me feel excited about everything we could do as a couple. One day, Emily told me that she had a surprise for me. She smiled and said, "Close your eyes." I did, and when I opened them, I saw a small gift in her hands. It was a picture frame with a photo of us from our first trip together. She said, "This is for you." So we never forget that moment. I was so touched. I held her close and told her how much I loved her. That little gift meant more to me than anything else. We spent many happy moments together. We traveled, we laughed, and we made beautiful memories. Sometimes we would sit in silence, just enjoying being with each other. I realized that love didn't always need words. It was about being together, sharing your life, and supporting each other through everything. I wanted to do that for Emily, and I knew she wanted to do the same for me. As we grew closer, I started to think about how we could build a life together. I wanted to create a future full of love, happiness, and shared dreams. I knew that with Emily by my side, anything was possible. Our love had already changed my life in so many ways, and I couldn't wait to see where it would take us next. Our love continued to grow stronger, and I knew I wanted to spend my life with Emily. Every day with her felt like a blessing. We made more memories, shared more dreams, and talked about the future even more. I began to think about how we could build a home together, a place where we could both feel safe and loved. I was ready to make that dream a reality, and I hoped she felt the same. One afternoon, we sat on the balcony of our apartment, looking at the sunset. It was one of those perfect moments. The sky was filled with warm colors, and the air was calm. Emily rested her head on my shoulder, and I knew that this was where I was meant to be. In that moment, I realized that love was not just about big gestures or exciting adventures. It was about these quiet, peaceful moments where everything felt right. As time passed, we faced some challenges. Life was not always easy, but we always worked through it together. I knew that no matter what happened, we would always have each other. That thought gave me strength. I wasn't afraid of the future anymore. With Emily, I felt ready for anything. We supported each other through tough times, and that made our bond even stronger. Looking back, I could see how far we had come. Our love had changed me in so many ways. I was more confident, more hopeful, and more willing to work for the things I wanted. I had found something that was worth fighting for. And as I looked at Emily, I knew that this love was something I would never take for granted. I was ready for whatever came next because I knew we would face it together. I hope this session was helpful. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more English stories. Take care, everyone.